Hey everybody, so I just shot my Ingmar Bergman cinema video. I'm sure that'll pop up before this video pops out, but I'm really excited to show you the last things I got for the Criterion sale. I kind of went a little overboard, and also I got some Christmas presents early, so half of these I didn't pay for myself. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I really appreciate it, and for some reason I got these early. You know, it's like kind of like an early Christmas thing for me. That being said, I'm sure you're here to see what I picked up. I have quite a few things to show you. Let's start off with a really great one that I cannot wait to see because I've heard nothing but amazing things, and that's Edward Yang's Brighter Summer Day. I'm actually looking forward to this movie quite a bit. I also got Yi Yi as well during this entire Criterion sale, and so these are two films that are highly anticipated. I've been talked so much about both of these films and how amazing they are, and so honestly they're going to live up to some great expectation. These Taiwanese films, I cannot wait to see this movie. It's a long one as well, 236 minutes. Jesus Christ, that's nearly 4 hours, or a little bit longer than 4 hours. If I can do math, it's almost 4 hours. I guess 2 hours and 40 minutes would be the 4 hours. And so anyway, this is an amazing pickup for me, and I love the gorgeous cover of this film and just the setup of this. It comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray, and yeah, I really don't know anything about it, and I can't wait to see it. Next, we're going to shift. I actually may have shown this already, but I got the film Hoop Dreams. My friend Doug actually came on and did a selection series, which actually might be popping up before this video. But we talked a little bit about Hoop Dreams. I recently picked this up as well. I cannot wait to watch this movie. Basketball was my favorite sport kind of in the latter half of my childhood. It's the one that I kind of just played a lot more than I did any other sports. It's also the most interesting to watch, in my opinion. It's also just a sport that I thought is the most fascinating, at least when it comes to energetic levels. It's just constantly going back and forth. But anyway, Hoop Dreams is about two kids in Chicago, more or less in the 90s, trying to make it big time. And that's all I really know about it. Doug really sold it to me, and so I can't wait to watch Hoop Dreams. It's also a gorgeous cover. It's been around for quite some time, but this looks amazing. I cannot wait to see this. So actually, speaking of sports, we're going to keep that on that theme. I actually picked up a new addition to the Criterion series, Bull Durham. Now this one's a little bit controversial for some people. They didn't really enjoy that Bull Durham's actually on the Criterion collection now, but I don't really care. I love baseball films. There's a whole slew of baseball types films, like really corny ones, like Basketball, all the way to, Moneyball, where you have kind of a witty, sharp dialogue. But Bull Durham is something I have not seen yet, and I cannot wait to see it. It's got Kevin Costner in it, and it's directed by Ron Shelton. So I have this as a welcome addition, at least in my eyes, to the Criterion collection. This is one of the only ones I picked up recently at the store that I actually am at. So anyway, I'll stop talking about this because I really don't know anything about it, but I can't wait to see this awesome film, Bull Durham. Alright, next on this list, this is my Christmas present, more or less. I got these early from them, but the first one I'll start off with is Badlands. This is Terrence Malick's first debut film. I've heard amazing things about it. As you can see, I got it today in the mail. I haven't really opened it, but I cannot wait to watch this movie, see where Terrence Malick's got his start, and see these beautiful shots kind of in action. And so I can't wait to check this out, and it's got a really sweet cover, and I really love the spine as well. I love that kind of teal color. So that's enough about that. Let's talk about a movie that has been on my wish list for almost 2 or 3 years now. That's Wings of Desire. It's Wim Wenders, who did Paris, Texas. I cannot wait to watch this movie. This came out in 1987, which is one of my favorite years for film. I really don't know much about this film, just the sheer fact that it is an amazing, just cinematic piece of like a dreamlike kind of state. That's all I really know about it, but I've been wanting to see this for so long. It's in German, English, and in French, and it's just, it looks like a gorgeous film, and I know that it's going to have a lot of heart to it. And so I cannot wait to watch that. We're going to shift a little bit to a historical epic, and The Leopard. This one came out in 1963. This is Luchino's Visconti's, so it's an Italian film. It's a really long one, I know that, and it's like a kind of one of those really big dramas that's over 3 hours long. So this one's going to be a big one, but I've heard great things about this. This is like one of those legendary Italian films, and so I honestly cannot wait to check this out. The Leopard, I've been told to watch it from several of my people who have talked down in the comment section. Thank you for recommending this. I cannot wait to see this. Moving from there, we're going to 1988. in The Vanishing. Now this is a George Sluzier, which is a German, no, French and Dutch. I apologize. French and Dutch film. This has been on my list for quite some time. This one's going to be like kind of a thriller for me. I know this involves a girlfriend who more or less disappears, and there's some crazy stuff that goes on. I really don't know much about it because I really kind of going to go in it blind. I read a little bit about it on the back, but I really don't want to read too much more of it. I love this cover. I just love how insane all these dots are, and just I love the spine, and it's this nice sleek cover, and it's definitely one of the earlier Criterion films, it looks like, and so I cannot wait to see The Vanishing and check this movie out. All right, we're gonna shift over to two films, two Swedish films. We got Immigrants and The New Land, and these are both by Jean Troll. I don't really know too much about this film, these two films, but I know they're big and they're epic and they're long, and it's about some Swedish families moving over to America and dealing with those efforts. And so they're going to be long movies. They're both over 2 hours long, 3 hours long. So they're going to be long ones. As you can see, there's a little bit of a theme here. I like really, really long films. So I really cannot wait to check out The Immigrants and The New Land, and just honestly just delve into this. There's so many movies that I picked up, and they're all over 3 hours long for some reason, so I have a lot of time to spend. Alright, so last but certainly not least, one of my favorite things that I picked up is a box set, and this one I actually bought myself. This is the last thing I said I would buy myself, because I went overboard on this. This is the 3 films by Andre Gregory and Wallace Shawn. I'm absolutely in love with My Dinner with Andre, and I love Wallace Shawn because I've seen him in several different things. Andre Gregory seems like a really interesting fellow. These playwrights, these best friends, they have done so many things together, and apparently they've made 3 films, and over a span of different years. We have My Dinner with Andre, of course, in the 80s, Vanya on the 42nd Street, based on a Russian poet, or poem, or just like maybe a screenplay, I don't know exactly. Anton Chekhov, Uncle Vanya. Of course, I don't know these things. And that one is in 1994, where My Dinner with Andre is in 1981. And then finally, we have A Master Builder in 2014. I just cannot wait to check these out. I know this is going to be drenched with that interplay between film and theater, and that's literally what I love. I've fallen in love with that aspect of both of these characters, Wallace Shawn and Andre Gregory. And so this one was at the top of my list. When I went up to Kansas City with my friend, I was looking for this and they didn't have it. So of course I'm like, okay, by the end of the sale, I'm going to pick it up myself. And so it was definitely worth it. So those are the things I picked up, and I got that awesome Criterion set over there with Ingmar Bergman. Of course, hopefully we watch that video as well. I'm going to put that in the link down below. So these are the films I picked up. I am extremely thrilled and excited. I picked up way too many films for this entire Criterion set, but I am absolutely grateful that I have multiple jobs to cover this in, and I won't be spending a dime in December. So that's it. Thanks for checking out this video. I've spent way too much money, and I hope you have too. So that being said, I want to hear your pickups. How many things have you picked up near the end of this entire sale? Did you pick up anything else that are new? Did you pick up that Ingmar Bergman set? Did you pick up anything else that's more interesting? What else should I check out? Maybe for the February or July sale that will happen in the future to come. Thanks for checking out this video. Give this video a like, comment down below. Don't forget to share this video. Also subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. I'm not jonesing around.